Welcome back to the Everyday Fan. I gotta tell you, well, congratulations, Fever, for pulling off the Commissioner's Cup win. I gotta tell you, y'all are my two favorite teams. And I love Caitlin Clark and I love Nafisa Collier. And I was really kind of, iffy on going into this. I really thought with the way the Fever had been playing and not gelling and how, you have the number one team right now in Minnesota and they have the best ranking right now. I thought, oh, Minnesota's going to take this. It's not even, and especially, and then I heard Caitlin Clark. She's out again. And I thought, oh, there's no way. I was very skeptical. I did not have the faith in the Fever to come back because of all everything they've been through since just May 17th. The injuries, the division in the locker room, the Bonner debacle, everything that was dividing them, the new gameplay, it was, I don't know. I was anxious about the game. I'll just say that. So we go in and we start off, and I'm thinking, oh, Dallas is playing horrible. The game starts, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, Howard's not hitting anything. And then Boston wasn't hitting anything. And they just didn't look like they were gelling. And there was nothing there, and I thought, oh, and then, Smith was putting up some numbers, and I noticed that Fee was putting up some numbers, but she was missing shots that she should normally just with ease just bury, and it wasn't happening. And I thought, what is going on here? And at one point they were down the Fever was down double digits, and I thought, it's over. It's absolutely over. We can't come back from this. And then they did. And I thought, when they came back, to be honest, I'm on the phone with my friend going, yeah, but, they always lose it in the fourth. They always give up double-digit leads, and they'll give it back to them because of fouls and stupid turnovers. And then it came. And it wasn't. And I thought, okay, during halftime, I thought, okay, well, Cheryl Reeves is going to go in and going to give them a different playbook to come out with and totally throw the Fever, both on offense and defense. And she didn't. It was like they had no answer for Howard because Howard wasn't really playing. You never knew what she was going to do. It was kind of interesting. Every time Howard made it, I'm like, what? Why did she do that? But she made it, and I was just baffled. And I thought, it wasn't until probably 2 minutes, probably 2 to 3 minutes before the end of the game, I thought, oh my gosh. When I saw the look on Nafisa Collier's, when I saw the look on Fee's face when she was sitting out, and Courtney Williams and Heidemann, and I thought, they're defeated. They already know that they've lost. And I thought, that was when I thought, okay, maybe the Fever can do this. It was unexpected. I'm just gonna tell you. And I'm a Caitlin Clark fan. I'm a Fever fan, but I'm also a Minnesota fan. So I'm excited about the All-Stars coming in with Caitlin Clark being a team captain and Fee being a team captain. I'm excited to see, who's going where, what the picks are going to be, and the matchup. And it was amazing. It was unexpected. My mouth was kind of dropped, if I have to be honest. I was like, I can't believe they just pulled that out. Because this was not something I expected from a team that had just been fragmented. I mean, it was like they had been to battle and come back with half their team. It was not something I expected by any stretch of the imagination. But congratulations, Fever, for pulling that off. I had absolutely no clue that was going to happen because of the discombobulation that has been around the team for 16 games. But I'm glad it did. Maybe this is going to give them the spark that they need, the cohesion that they need to play with one another. Maybe this will kind of shore up the issues in the locker room. Everybody's got money. They've got money. And you kind of have to wonder. I have to say this. It's kind of sweet justice, really. If Dewana Bonner had waited just like a week and a half to pull what she pulled, she would have been tens of thousands of dollars richer. And now, I don't know where she sits. I mean, right now, the Mercury haven't just knocked her door down to pick her up. And now I'm hearing she might go to the Aces. That might be a possibility, maybe. If it were a real possibility, I mean, teams are letting everyone go. What the Valkyries did was so wrong. And I really do like Kate Martin. And I was really into the Valkyries. But I cannot believe they did to that young woman coming from Belgium, telling her, you need to get here and get here now. She left her team, her celebration, going to the palace, meeting the king, to get back to the Valkyries, only to find when she landed and got off the plane, they had waived her. They let her go. They essentially fired her. That was not right. So the Valkyries have kind of lost me as a fan. The front office they did not handle that well. I don't think in anybody's opinion did they handle that well. They could have said, stay back over there. They could have said, stay in Belgium, do your deal. Here's the deal. We're sorry, but we're going to waive you. They could have made a phone call. But they didn't. They told her to get back home, and they waived her while she was in the air, only to find that when she got off the plane, she no longer had a team. Bad mojo, karma. That's what It's going to come around, karma. It may not be this year, but it's going to come around. And then Washington is now waiving players. And everyone is now juggling. So all of a sudden, I hear that Dwana had a possibility to go to the Aces. She still might have that possibility. I don't know. Only Dwana knows the conversations that have been had. A handful of people know. That's it. But with all these teams now jockeying to get their lineup nailed down, because I think they have until, don't quote me on this, maybe the 19th, July 19th, they have to have their lineup nailed down. So a lot of teams are waiving a lot of players. They're picking up players. They're doing some different things. I mean, we have Alyssa Smith, who just out of the blue was traded off to the Aces. Just like that. Like, I didn't even see that coming at all. So we have a lot of stuff that's going on. And I'm sure there are reasons why these things are going on. And I'm sure the front offices and the coaches, I'm sure they have the reasoning behind why they're doing some of the things they're doing, obviously. But let me just talk to y'all. Do it in a classy manner. Uphold your organization. Because what's going on right now, the backstabbing to the players who have played their hearts out for you and they've done everything you've asked, and there's just total disregard, that's not cool. And yes, I know at the end of the day, it's a business. But you can still conduct business in a manner that doesn't seem so cheap. Take the higher road. You can still make your organization do the things they want to do, and you can still get there. But don't get there at other people's expense. The player's expense. Do it in a fashion that you can go to sleep and lay your head on the pillow at night and say, okay, we made the right thing and we did it in the right way. I don't think the Valkyries can say that at all. So I used to like the Valkyries, so my teams were kind of Indiana Fever, Minnesota, Liberty. I love Washington. I love Washington. I love their heart. They play. They have lost most of their games single digits. They have come up against the best of the best. They have played their hearts out. I absolutely love Washington for that. I used to like the Valkyries. I was on board with the Valkyries until the front office did what they did. And now I'm not so sure that I want to be Zoe. No. Now I'm not so sure I want to be supporting that organization in viewership. So there's that. Anyway, thanks for watching The Everyday Fan. Until next time.